Welcome back to Let's Play PC Genjin. We're underwater, and we're swimming somewhere, and I'm bonking a dude with a big old thing on his back. And then slowly and carefully bonking yon dude here. Whoa there, buddy. Now, not only did they remove a lot of the very monotonous stages in this game, but they also added a number of stages in where they thought it was appropriate to add or do something a little more unique. And that was actually that entire previous level, as well as the giant door level, were both levels that were added into this game that weren't there originally. It used to be that Stage 3 started with the bridge. And if you fell from the bridge, then you would get... Don't eat me! If you fell from the bridge, you would get immediately dropped into this stage, completely skipping the previous one. So that's 2 brand new stages we've seen so far. And then, darn it. Darn you! Yeah. Don't eat me, Mr. Giant Fish. Crustacean, fish, amphibian, whatever you are. You're probably not a crustacean. There's not much shell on you. But I saw a door down here. And I kinda wanna go in. So I can get those. Now I can jump up there and get those. I want those, though. I have to bonk this from underneath, though. There's no other way to do that. Which means... Haha, victory! A battle of wills. I will outwill that fish that's trying very hard to eat me. Now, in the very first bonk game, they had these rather large alligator-looking enemies. And they honestly didn't really fit with the rest of the mood of the game. They felt a little cartoony, or no, they felt a little serious for my tastes, considering how semi-cartoony the rest of the game is. Though the first bonk was the least cartoony of the various bonk games. Still, they just felt a little out of place. So it's nice to see that they revamped them here with a little more, it actually looks a little more like some kind of dinosaur. And all I'm missing now is that very last fruit. 3 for 1! Why 3 for 1? Because that guy shot something at me and I bonked it too. That is how awesome bonk is. Not what I had in mind. Can I? Nah. One nice thing about Super Bonk 2 is that you can bonk the surface of water and bounce. I did like that. Now then, if you manage to make it across the top of that bridge, way back like 2 stages ago, you'd be right here. So you could skip those last two stages. And as with any bonk game, really, or a lot of games, to be perfectly honest, ice isn't that bad as long as you know how to adapt to it. I don't mind ice here because they never make you do anything too silly with ice. Oh geez, how am I gonna do this one? There we go. But as long as you keep jumping, you never really have to worry too much about ice. So you can walk straight, but just know that if you want to stop on a dime, you're not going to be able to, so find a way to jump around that instead. And yeah! No, carrot. Want me a carrot. No, leave me alone! Stupid bird. Whee! You know, there's like these blocks of ice that you can ride in here at some point. Where are they? Because this looks like the perfect place to ride one. Whee! Ah, that just didn't work out right. Whee! Jerk. Whee! That looks fairly nice, though. And that gives us our second fruit. A little more ice water. You know what? Let's go take a look at some ice water. Now, a lot of this stage is similar to its Bonk's Adventure counterpart, but at the same time, I really don't remember any of this water here. It has been a while, though. Overall, that's one thing this game did very well. It took a game everybody loved and made it better. Specifically because the first game, it wasn't the perfect game. I'll be the first to admit that. It's not the perfect game. But for being like the first game in the series when like nobody knew how to make games back then, it was actually pretty decent. But it could have used a lot of things like better level design, which they did a real nice job of improving on here. They essentially took a game we all know and love and made it as though it were made present day. And you know what? I'm good with that. Of course, I'm kind of a Bonk fanboy at the same time, so it all works out in the end. Whee! Bird! 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 Big blue guy! Now, this big blue guy will, he'll eat you. So, be careful. Go away! Go away! Oh no, I missed one! I want my watermelon. I will have it! I will have that watermelon. It's back here somewhere, god dang it. I know it is. I know that it is. In fact, it's probably like right down here. There it is! That wasn't so bad. Just have to do some finagling with some spikes here, and ow. Lost meat. But I got it. I totally got it. That's kind of neat, actually. He kind of almost ramps off the edges a little bit. That was kind of nice. I like that. And thus we face the boss of round 3. Now this is actually one change that I wasn't terribly fond of that they did here, is how they treated the third boss. Now, granted, I do really like how they did the boss battle. I do really like how they did the boss battle, because it involves everything that you... Oh, crap. Take that! Where are you coming? Where are you coming? There you are. No! Quit it! Don't bonk me! And I died. Because nobody saw that coming. At all. Die or something! Crap, crap, crap. I have completely forgotten how to dodge this boss's attacks, alright? It's been a while. Oh dang! I do much like the boss fight, though. Because he has his tells, there are ways to dodge all of the various attacks. And you just have to pay attention. And dodge accordingly. The one thing that I wasn't as fond of was after you beat the boss. But I suppose we'll get to that in a second. there's very little warning when the boss is going to come up below you. That's why I'm kind of hopping about, because you almost have to hop up and then pray a little. But overall, it isn't too bad. I mean, you have to pay attention, you have to be a little patient, a little cautious, but it all works out in the end. Take that. Working them down, though. Working them down. Gotta keep moving. And this is where I don't like what they did with it. Because in the first Bonk game, this ape dude was freaking awesome. He's this giant muscular guy, got scars all over him. I mean, he could tear somebody up. And then here they made him into this atrocious looking girl monkey. Yeah. Well, I want my manly ape back. But thus we complete round 3, and we move on to round 4. We're making some progress. We're getting pretty far into this game now. Hi-yo! Kinda neat, actually. You jump on the side, you jump off the side of these hills. That. Jump off the side of these hills, and you actually gain a lot more horizontal distance than you would normally. Come on, man! I just want my things! There are like 2 of them in there, too. I feel cheated. Hey, there was something up there. I know there was something up there. I saw it. This game's getting mean. Maybe there wasn't anything up there. Look, kill him or something. I just want to go past him. And we got these rolling dudes. Pulled straight from the very first game. Where you could, wow, this is gonna be a long stage if that's only the first fruit. Down we go. Anything down here? Can always hide something down here. Real easy too, because they can, well, hide stuff down here. And you don't normally think to go down there. I mean, look, it's pulling you down. It's death. Not what I had in mind. Once again, I could swear I saw something up there. Maybe it's like the moon or something. Maybe that's just it. I've been seeing the moon all this time. There we go. That would be fruit numero 2. Numero 2. Heck yeah! Take that, and that, and that, and that, and I will jump into you all day long. And he was too high for me to jump into. Oh, invincibility wore off. And now, of course, I have to go back and make sure I didn't miss anything. Hey, 1 up. Let's see here. This is the first one I jumped over. Yeah, so let's go down here. Just a bunch of smileys, but you know what? Smileys are awesome. Now, I don't think there's anything per se down here, but I'll go look anyway. Okay, I'll stop messing around. Time to go! Hey, we can see the dude's place in the background there again. Any presents up here for me? Like that, perhaps? Oh, that could have ended poorly. Note to self, don't jump down. There's a guy. Note to self, don't jump down pits when you don't know what is at the bottom. Especially when you can take a much safer approach to it. No! I didn't want to fall for your tricks, but then I accidentally tried to climb up the wall. And yes, there's a rather large maze down there, and I'm not going in it because there's stuff up here, and I want to see the stuff. Can I go over the level? Ah, no. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's the end there to the left. Yep, there it is. Ow, why? You're supposed to die after one normal bonk. Even though no enemy, like, no chicken enemy does, but you know what you're supposed to? Because I wanted you to. Well, there's the last one of those, so I'm just missing 2 fruit. And there's a guy rolling around here like he didn't know what to do with himself. They're not hiding these doors very well, are they? Huck! Yay! They could hide stuff in there. Now, they did remove a lot of the enemies from this mode to make it a little bit harder, but at the same time, there aren't nearly as many ways to get life. I mean, there are hearts nowhere. There aren't small hearts, there aren't big hearts, I haven't seen any heart containers either. So, really all we've got to go by is, or all we've got to go with, to help us not die, is those fruits and maybe the occasional life. And there appears to be something down here, like a watermelon. I do like me some watermelon. The seeds are the troubling thing, though, and I know they make seedless watermelon, but I haven't actually had the blessing of trying out some seedless watermelon. I'd really like to. Yep. I'm not falling for that trick. Of course, that accomplished me nothing. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. That's funny, I slide, because I'm kind of running or something. I think after you see the... I think after you see the very first sound effect come off of Bonk's walking, you are officially in a slightly more running state. And this state will not only make you kind of slide like that, it'll, I think, make you walk a little faster. I haven't actually parsed that or anything. But, yeah, almost didn't make that. But, you also jump horizontally a lot longer. So you can kind of get a run and jump going. Now, the real question here, I bonked that, is where are those bananas? Are they down here? Yes, they are. And there are all of the bananas, all of the fruits. And we may continue on and fight the area boss. and climb up this wall that's taking me to the wrong place. Because I enjoy doing things that have no purpose or goal. They accomplish me nothing and only waste my time. But regardless, I am just kind of backtracking a little bit here, so, Oh, hey, a boss. Alrighty then, we can go in and fight us a boss and finish round 4 up. Now, I do not even remotely remember what this boss does. The boss's name is Punchy Pedro. At least he was in Bonk's Adventure. Ah! Jerk! Cheap move, boss. The heck do I hurt you? Apparently not by bonking your head. And he does a Hadouken. Wait a minute. Take that! Aha! That's how you hurt him! I get it. And of course he starts doing more, so you gotta keep bonking him on back. Ow, why? Sudden death! Be sure to dodge it, or it will sting. Why? I forgot what that attack did. Yee! Do your sudden death, or something. Do your sudden death. Thank you. Or not. You know what? I'll just go ahead and die, and maybe that'll teach you a lesson or something. Ow, why? Ow! Quit it! It hurts! I used to be able to do this, like, so well, and now I can't anymore. Head-to-head, Bonk wins! Now, they changed this guy a good bit from his Punchy Pedro persona originally. And you know what, you know what? He's alright. I kinda like this guy. I liked Punchy Pedro, though, so what are you gonna do? I think the first boss is the only one that really stayed the same. Now that I think about it, they changed the second one too, but I really think they changed the second one for the better. But that said, round 4 clear. Round 5, start. Until next time, everyone.